Hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review, Flux Friday. I am Davros and I am a Whovian, and this week I am reviewing Chapter 4, Village of Angels. So in this story we go back to Clare Brown at the beginning, from a brief appearance in the Halloween Apocalypse. We see her that she was sent back to 1965 and had been living in the 60s in a small village for 2 years, and she's having psychiatric evaluation from Professor Jericho, played by Kevin McNally, or as I know him as Mr. Gibb from Pirates of the Caribbean. And of course the Doctor, Dan and Yaz, after having the TARDIS hijacked by a weeping angel, the Doctor and Yaz and Dan find themselves in the village where overnight in 1967, November 21st, everyone just disappears. That's because they get sent back in time by the weeping angels. And of course the Doctor, being no stranger to these creatures, faces them once again. And also we find that the weeping angels can manifest from simple thoughts and image. And also the Doctor reunites with Clare and, tries to help her, but finds that she has a weeping angel controlling her subconscious and is communicating with the Doctor through her. And also we see Yaz and Dan and Professor Jericho get sent back to 1901, where they, where we find out an old woman in the village is actually a little girl that went missing on the night that they're looking for her. Yeah, the bit of wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff going on there. A girl goes missing, and that's who the people are looking for in the village. And she's been sent back in time by the weeping angels, and of course she's now an elderly woman in the 60s. Yeah, and of course we eventually find out that the weeping angel that was, communicating through Clare, eventually, is a rogue angel on the run from the other weeping angels. And then we find the weeping angels get the Doctor, convert her to a weeping angel, only to teleport her to the Division. And we get Division again in this, and I'm like, okay, this, again, a lot going on in this episode, but it's a decent one. So what did I like? Well, I like that we got the Weeping Angels back, a familiar monster from, first appearing back in the Davies era, then, reoccurring throughout the Moffat era, because they are Stephen Moffat's creation after all. So yeah, we see the Weeping Angels, and these Weeping Angels, they work for Division. I also thought Jodie Whittaker was great in this, and also Dan and Yaz. They pretty much went off onto their own adventure in the early 1900s when they blinked at the angel, and they end up staying in that decade, which goes on into the next chapter of the Flux series, along with Professor Jericho. And yeah, I thought they had good visual effects as well with the Weeping Angels, especially some visual effects with the space effects, and it had some good storytelling. The main story anyway. Now we're going to get to my negatives. I thought there was, again, a lot going on in this one, like the Grand Serpent and all that, and we see Belle again, Vinder's love interest. We see her travelling again on her adventures where she meets a colony of people that are getting taken by Asura, Spawn's sister, and think they're getting taken to a better place when she's actually destroying them. I also noticed that one of these colonists was played by In-Betweeners actor Blake Harrison, and I was like, hey, it's Neil from The Young Ones! So I thought, yeah, last series we had James Buckley appearing Orphan 55 in series 12. This time we got Blake Harrison appearing in Village of Angels, sorry. We also get a mid-credit scene where we see Vinder that finds his character, and then he's on the trail to find Belle. So we get that in a mid-credit scene. But I gotta be honest, that side story I felt at times were off-putting. Like, I was thinking, can't we just focus on the main story at hand here, the Weeping Angels? But yeah, I get that Chibnall was trying to tell many stories at once because it was a very limited series. But I thought this was the best episode in the series, probably one of the best ones, I gotta say. And I thought it was good. Bit of a cheesy cliffhanger, thinking, okay, well, it's obvious the Doctor's going to get out of this pickle by the beginning of next week's episode. So it didn't leave me wanting more, or thinking, oh no, how's she going to get out of this one? See, with Doctor Who cliffhangers, I'm never eager to see what happens next. The only time it ever did that to me was in The Stolen Earth when David Tennant started to regenerate and all that, but then, well, we're not talking about that, are we? We're talking about, Village of Angels. But I gotta say, it did have its horror moments in there, its unsettling elements. That's the thing with the Weeping Angels, they're creepy monsters, and I like that about them. And I like that they can still make brief appearances and be creepy and unsettling. I also like the character of Clare. We got to see her again more in it, and we got to know her a bit better. Of course, we do see her again in the finale, helping out the Doctor. I did like the character of Professor Jericho. I liked him as a new addition, but of course he would only stay on until the finale. But still, I liked that they got Kevin McNally on board for the rest of the series. I did enjoy his character and the adventures that he had with Yaz and Dan in the following episodes. So yeah, that is, I think, pretty much it on this Who review, Village of Angels. So what am I going to rate this one? Well, I'm going to give the performances, you know what, I'll give it a 9 for the performances, an 8 on the visuals, an 8 on the writing, and my personal, I'll give it an 8 because I enjoyed watching this episode. It's, like I said, one of the best of the Flux series. So there you have it. I've been Davros the Whovian. This has been a Who review. How are you seeing this one? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and share with your friends. You can watch all of Flux Friday so far on my channel. So yeah, that's it for this one. And until next time, I've been Davros the Whovian. Run for your life.